motherfucker this and such and such. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. That motherfucker's a fed. That motherfucker's a perp. It's like he might be just like giving you that vibe or like whatever, but you don't know for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just go
I
off the
wouldn't
deep.
even take time like to waste on these foods, but like there's this one chick, bro. I'm not gonna say no names, but like she be posting the same shit all the time. Like you
Oh,
know
I
how
know
there's
who it
like
is. I know who it is.
you know what it is?
Ernie? Is it Ernie? She looks like Ernie
uh
from Bert and Ernie.
Nah, I don't want to say nothing, bro,
No,
because
okay.
I already know like certain people are fragile. They can't take like honest
I've
opinion, you
told
know?
her too. I unsubscribed off her channel like 2 weeks ago because I was like, hey, all you talk about is the same shit that people have been knowing for 5 6 years, and then
Mm.
you don't offer any solutions. It looks like you live in the suburbs. You're a little daddy's girl. I'm not saying she's not a Ti because I think she is, but you know what I mean. It's just like she keeps people
Is
entertained with the same bullshit over and over.
is she try to rap?
So I'd be writing verses for her.
You kind of went out, right? Your audio. Yo, your mic went out, bro. Hey, just join back if you're not if it's not working. Let's go.
Yeah, it's fucking
Let's
studio.
go,
Studio.
boys.
Fuck these neighbors, man. Fucking
But it
studio.
do.
What's a good
What's up,
word?
kid?
Hey, 1-0. How you doing? Hello. Check.
Yeah, his mic went out again. What the fuck?
Ah,
It just happened like 2 seconds ago, and then I I removed them, and then he came back, and it was good, and then it went quiet again. I didn't mute him.
I can see he's not muted.
Yeah.
I try.
What's it called? Oh, there's something interesting though. If you could hear us, um,
Well, I
me
could.
and 1010 were talking earlier on the phone. We exchanged information, and we're talking on the phone, and then I got a notification on my channel that I got a YouTube strike for a video that I had posted about the thing that the government and reptilians have in common. And I got a strike for that video. They removed it and took it down. I don't know why all of a sudden they gave me a strike for it. I don't
Scram.
know if they're bad because me and because I'm talking to other TIs or something. You know what I mean? But it's I mean, it's not really a big deal. It's just weird that they gave it to me recently. So some bullshit.
Hell yeah. You know, I noticed on my channel too. They were like, "Oh, we're pre-screening every video now."
The fuck? And I don't know if they told me that. They probably have. I just didn't notice, but that's bullshit. They could pre-screen my nuts.
Across the forehead and shit.
They probably have already.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know, if I discovered this, but a couple cops were shot dead not far from you. T.
And no
Logan.
money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Oh shit!
And that's
They
a
were
traffic.
responding to some fucking guy that's trying to stab some lady or some shit.
Fucked around and found out.
Yeah, they fucking pulled up into some gunfire and
Damn.
they caught slipping.
Well, I guess they won't do that again.
They should have They should have been watching them closer, since we're the vigilantes, and we're such terrorists, but
You
we're
have
not
to
committing
crouch.
any crimes.
They forgot to
But
crouch. You know, crouch.
you just gotta crouch.
You got to crouch and crawl.
They can't bend down because their assholes are probably sore.
Yeah, they got all.
Probably. Oh yeah.
They got a
Likely
spare
to be.
walkie-talkie up there.
They would have dropped their cantaloupe.
Just kidding. There is some cool fucking cops out there. I've met some.
Yeah, no, there is a few, but either way,
Like here
they
in
know
Vegas,
what's going on, and all I gotta
Yeah,
say for all those ones that know what's going on, they could suck a fat one. That's all I know.
Here in Vegas, yeah. You guys have like jurisdictions over there where like some jurisdictions are like side of towns, like Metro, and like this other fucking department, like say
Yeah.
Metro. Here in Vegas, Metro is really fucking cool. Like they'll probably even let you go on a warrant. But Northtown, bro, like they'll stop you for having like little blue lights or some shit like that on your fucking daylights or something. They stopped me for that shit one day. They were like, "Yeah, people are pretending to be cops." I'm like, "This is a fucking 12-year-old truck, a work truck.
Yeah.
You know, who's gonna believe I'm a fucking cop and there's tiny little lights?" I'm like, "I can remove them right now, really quick." He's like, "No, I'm gonna write you up and shit." But I had to waste and go to court for fucking half a day and just fucking show the judge the fucking light, turn into light bulbs and shit.
Yeah, some bullshit.
And then I see all kinds of motherfuckers with like green, purple, blue, all kinds of fucking lights all the time and shit.
So I had to stream this fucking video, this live that we're doing right now, because my channel, I can't post for like a week because my shit's has a strike right now. I just got it like 20 minutes ago.
Who's in here?
This is 3 I'm aware of.
Yeah, there's one viewer, but
Hey,
there's not
Ken,
somebody.
I wanted to give you like tip my hat, bro, because what you said on the last video, I was watching it earlier, and you were like, you chose to be clean and sober and vigilant and not become part of the problem and monster out here. You know what I mean? Which is something that I struggle with. You know what I mean? Like I delve into this. Like it's like, okay, you guys want a monster? I'll fucking show you a fucking monster. But you got to be a little more, like you said, more sober, like the Bible says, be sober and vigilant, because the devil's out here like a fucking hungry, roaring lion and shit.
Well, yeah, it's no moral statement, and by no means am I critiquing anybody that wants a drink or smoke a joint. All I can tell you is that my Achilles heel has and always will be alcohol.
Yeah.
And
you
we
look
all
like
have
a cowboy and shit.
Well,
Fucking
yeah, like
Whiskey Pete.
We all have a weakness, and if you don't know what that is, you're in some deep trouble.
Oh, I know what my weakness is. So. And I know what it is, but what I was telling T-Loc is like, I think they're like, I told you guys last time I joined you guys, I think they're scripting us where it's like with the microwave message, they're like continuously just saying like, do this. Like if your vice is drinking, they're like, drink, like sipping noises and all kinds of shit. Like, go get a beer, like just over and over and over. It's not just a matter of like when you're going to fall for that temptation. And I don't know, man. Like I stopped going to church, but I'll never disrespect Yeshua. I know he's the Most High God, and I know He loves us. I know the Father understands us and loves us, and He doesn't change because of our faults. You know what I mean? He's still sublime and the same forever and ever. But we have to suffer the consequences. And I know he tells us like, well, you know, I love you, but you're the one that's gonna suffer and shit, you know. So that's where I'm at. I'm at a stalemate with myself sometimes, where I'm like, fuck, what am I doing? You know, why do I keep falling into this shit? So just pray for me, man.
You'll make it.
I know.
Hey, I wanted to. I know Tilo brought this up a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week, and that was. I think he said you had some questions about some of the Facebook associates or friends that I have in their Masonic background.
Yeah, bro. So I just wanted to say hi to you or whatever. I want to reach out. So I was like, let me try to see. I don't ever really use Facebook anymore either. But I was like, let me just try to find Ken, because he's blunt and he's not afraid, and I think he uses his real name. So I did find you fairly easily. And
Okay.
then I saw like your fucking like you know, like how you feature like 5 top friends or whatever. I guess that's how everybody's page kind of pops up if you allow that. But yeah, I was looking, and then most of those people are Shriners, bro. But then I saw your fucking YouTube channel, and you have like a thing, a YouTube video, you know, about Shriners and Freemasons and all that shit. So I guess maybe you don't even know about it, and maybe those people are fucking with you, bro. Like, you know, casting spells and all kinds of shit on you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's exactly right. I have no. Well, first of all,
because some of them are in the union, and I know you're in the union, but I don't want to.
Oh, really?
Like,
okay,
yeah.
that explains it. So I need to do a little bit more homework in who these people
You need
are.
to be careful, bro. Like, yeah, some of them are really satanic. They have like even drawings where, like, you know, it's really weird. It's interesting and really kind of well drawn out, but they have like symbols and letters and numerology, and then like drawings. Some of them are in front of lodges. Some of them have like writings on their on themselves, and they'll take pictures like that and shit. It's very telling, you know what I mean? That they're into fucking like the occult and shit.
Yeah, not surprising at all. Again, I might have a few hundred. And when I say friends, I mean, I get people that contact me to be added to the so-called friends list all the time. Now, I don't do a whole lot of vetting into who they are and what they're about.
Yeah.
Exactly. I usually click and confirm, and that's about it. As far as my interaction with them, I haven't interacted with anybody that on Facebook on a face-to-face level.
That's weird how like a total stranger would like try to befriend you, though. You know what I mean? On there.
Well, probably a lot of them are
they like you.
Well,
they're
I
homosexuals.
think they might be. I don't know if they're homosexuals, but they could very well be fellow 393 plumber local members.
Your words, most Masonic guys are fucking raging homosexuals.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt.
Raging homosexual pedophiles, to be more precise.
Yeah, and I don't change my position on that. I mean, they state themselves. You don't have to take my word for it. Just take
No, I believe you, and I completely agree with you, and I back you up on that.
Yeah. So
you need to make more videos, bro. That's what you need to do.
Well, I probably should. I don't know how much viewer content or I don't know how much viewing I get. Now, I do have a TikTok channel, and I'll put it in the comment section. So why don't you take a look at that and critique it?
I guess I'll get a TikTok also. I'll try not to be so perverted on there. Yeah, with all the shit in there. I don't really know what TikTok is about. I know they do funny videos, and then sometimes there's like cute girls on there. When I see them like featuring on like Instagram or some shit like that. But
Well, there's a variety of subjects. Some are
No, I
serious, and
know. Yeah.
some aren't. So it depends.
Yeah.
TikTok's got everything you could think of.
Well, I'm trying to keep my nose and spirit as clean as possible nowadays because, you know, it's crazy how like the devil makes us feel like or think that he's not. Oh, I'm not doing this. It's you fucking ignorant, stupid humans doing this to yourselves. It's like, nah, bro, you're behind all of this. You know. It's
Yeah, that's
fucking,
right. That's right.
it's fucking Lucy. Yeah, he's making us think that he's not behind that shit, but he doesn't even. He hates himself, so he hates everybody else. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
It's just the bottom line. And he makes us think like, no, it's not even the devil. It's just us or like demons and shit like that or politics.
Right.
Like, no, it's the devil. You know, the politicians have the power to make the world into pretty much a utopia. You know what I mean? Where we would all have like a nice living, a clean energy and all kinds of cool technology and where we would even start maybe even liking art and maybe grant the Lord's wishes where he's like the the largest and most serious commandment to him to Yeshua was for us to love our neighbor, and honestly I hate my fucking neighbors. I'm just gonna be honest, like maybe I don't hate him, but I really don't like him and shit. And I think everybody is kind of like that nowadays where we can't stand each other as a society.
Right.
So it's like, if these politicians have the power to better our life, how come they don't do it? It would better their life too, because we all interact. It's because Lucy's running the show and they're fucking, they're playing dominatrix with him and shit. So.
Well, you said it. The enemy likes to shift blame a lot and slide in the shadows. And,
It's like
for a
Biden, bro. Biden's a front man, all the presidents, kings, and all that shit. They're not really running the show, And this shit's been going on since ancient times, from like the Egyptians, like how they can like trace Obama is related to fucking Bush, the Bushes, and then they go all the way back to like Nefertiti and all kinds of shit back in the day, like even to even past Egyptian times to the what was the first civilization called? I forgot. The first one on record. I forgot, but they were the ones that had contacts with the Greys and all that shit. So, Sumerians, the ancient Sumerians. It goes all the way back to them. You can trace their bloodline all the way back to them. And maybe we really tried, we could trace our blood back to Noah. The fucking crazy crackpot that was building a boat when it had never rained. That and then Noah's linked to David. David's linked to Jesus, and so on and so on. And these guys have suffered and been gangsta since the dawn of man.
A book I recommend reading. It's noted in the Old Testament twice as the Book of Jasher.
I don't think I really, like studied it.
Me and T-Lok went through about 30 or 40. It's about 90 chapters.
Okay.
And what I like about it is it takes you through the life of Abraham from his youth all the way up to his old age. And it tells you a lot about Old Testament stories in detail that you won't get out of the OT.
So is this in the traditional Bible, or is it like a book like it's a book like Enoch where it's not included?
Yeah, it's like Enoch. But the book of Jasher is mentioned in 2 Samuel and another place as well.
So is Enoch.
Yeah, right. So I
Okay,
believe
I've heard of it. I'll definitely check it out.
you should check it out. I believe the controllers would rather you not read it because it helps connect the dots in a way that the Old and New Testament don't do. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe these demons have been time traveling back and forth, and then they've been taking modern tech back into the fucking old ages, and fucking with people then.
That's possible.
I mean, the Bible does say there's nothing new under the sun. Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That's why you see on the hieroglyphs, you see drawings of helicopters, jets, even a stealth fighter, yachts, astronauts, a cell phone, all kinds of shit. It's like, how, if that's real, dude, that's some creepy, trippy shit. And it's not just one or two drawings; it's several of, like, where they're trying to make it a point, like, hey, we know what you guys are doing over there in the 21st and 22nd century and shit.
Yeah, that is true.
It's so, but this world is so ignorant and it's so dumb. But I think, everybody thinks they're so smart. But you can't talk about things like this, like Christian people. If you have family that are supposedly Christian, I'm not saying they're not, but supposedly religion is a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual topic, and when you start talking about spirituality and the spirit realm, people don't want to talk about it. They're like, oh, you shouldn't look into that. It's dangerous. Blah blah blah. You need to know what you're doing. It's like, we don't know what we're doing because it's the spiritual realm. It's the occult, but we need to know what we're up against because these are the things that are our enemies.
Yeah, great.
It's like everybody's like, oh no, let's sing some little Christian songs. Let's listen to a little sermon, and that's it, and we're good. It's like, no, there's way more to it.
Well, most of these churches are 501c3 tax-free corporations.
Yeah, exactly.
And
What
so
happened with, I do follow Joel Osteen, but I wonder what happened with that money they found in the bathroom not too long ago. I know I would have just not even said shit. I would have been gone, bro. And then I'll give a little tithe and offering on Sunday. But yeah, I would have left Dodge, But yeah, these churches, they don't like to talk about what's going on. Can you imagine if somebody, like, if you met Jesus today and he bumped into you and he's like, yeah, I just met Satan after not eating for 40 days. I was like camping out on the mountain because I was looking for spiritual enlightenment, and he told me this and that. It's like, bro, you're high, you're mentally ill or something. That's what he would get nowadays.
notice the devil approaches him when he's at his weakest moment too.
Right.
That's what he does with all of us.
Yep.
This opportunist snake is not looking for a fair fight.
She's a little bitch.
Yes, she is.
That's a hermaphrodite.
You got it. You don't have to look far. The Baphomet drawing, that is probably a pretty fair representation of what it looks like.
What's that other word for it? Not misogynist. That's something along those lines.
Masochist?
No, where it's like the sex is like both female and male.
Oh, okay. Androgynous.
Androgynous, yeah, that's what it is. It's an androgyny. And then and then like when people have sex with animals, what's that called again?
That's bestiality.
Yeah, and then he's a mixture of he's a product of bestiality, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's all of
Yeah.
that.
And then part humanoid too. So he's an ugly bitch, you know what I mean? He's an ugly fucking miserable cunt. Or it, I guess, you know.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of nothing for real. It's a nothing burger.
Yeah, so on our worst days, we're better than it. We're partly better looking too in its real form.
Absolutely. And why anybody would kiss its ass is beyond me.
Well, that's the thing I was kind of getting at too. Like these bloodlines have been contracted in there, or they're derived from the Anunnaki or the you know, the other pieces of shit. What are they called? The Nephilim.
Yeah, right.
And they've derived from there, and they've gained power over civilizations, and they got to keep their, you know, that's like their pot. So
Here's one for you. This is in Enoch as well. The angels had sex with women and produced Nephilim, and then the giants had sex with animals and produced humanoid animal human mix. They were if you've ever studied Greek or Roman mythology, you may have seen something that was like had a horse body with a
that's where, isn't that where the goat man derives from too?
Yeah, all
the
of that
Piper
stuff.
Yeah,
they had. It says in Enoch that they sinned against all flesh, reptile, bird, and fish.
Wow.
And so now this could only be possible if you had angel DNA in you, right?
Right.
And they created all these monsters and things that were grotesque, and this was the last straw for the Most High, and then the flood. So the flood, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. The flood was to cleanse the earth of all the defilement the angels created, and to preserve the pure human bloodline.
Right. So all the ugly fucking like animal / human / fucking angel type of beings were wiped out.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
And because the Nephilim had a spirit, just as you and I have a spirit, when they died in that flood, they became evil spirits along with all the fallen angels of Satan.
Wow.
So that's what we're dealing with on the face of this earth today.
Yeah, I mean, like I've told you guys, they've told me straight up, like, we don't care. You know, we don't care if you do good, bad, or whatever. It's like they're basically what I felt inside of me, what I understood from that was like, we're you know, we have nowhere to go, nothing to do. We don't care if you do good or bad. We're still gonna fuck with you here. We'll always be here. You know, so it's like they know they're damned. You know.
Right, exactly. So they have limited time. What they do know is this: that every 24 hours that passes, there's less time on the clock.
Every time we take a breath, we laugh, or we fucking shrug things off, or we sing a song. We have a good night's sleep. We enjoy a little mojito or something. They hate it.
Oh yeah. Oh, they sure do. Yeah. They sure do.
So it's like we're torturing them too, just by breathing.
Here's something else. You know, if you look at a person, we have symmetry, right? Our arms and legs are roughly the same length.
Right.
If you were to see demon spirits and pull the veil back,
They're
They
ugly as
got
shit.
one leg is smaller than the other.
No way.
They're grotesque. Yeah, one arm's longer. Their face is twisted. Yeah, real
Yeah,
ugly looking.
and it there's a saying, and I think it's true, but there's people that know about that stuff. They say that these beings, they don't like you looking at them or knowing that they're being looked at. They don't even like looking at themselves or something similar to them, because they know they're just fucking ugly and creepy and just
Yes,
nasty.
exactly. 1-0.
It's like, I don't know if you guys ever seen like the insect wars here on YouTube. There's some fucking degenerate motherfuckers where they'll even put like a frog versus like scorpions and shit. You know what I mean?
That's
Frogs are pretty cool, but if you put like two big scorpions together, they don't like each other. They know they're creepy, so they're trying to get away from each other. Or if they get too close and too irritated, they'll just start attacking each other because they know they're fucking ugly and they can't even stand themselves. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, I think all that shit derives from hell too. All those ugly fucking insects and animals.
Well, especially serpents. There's nothing about them that's
Pigeons too.
flying rats. Yeah.
I hate those fucking things, man. You know what's crazy too, Ken? They use animals. You know how they do the R&M? They have the patent machine. They'll use animals to go spy on you. That's why sometimes there's like a crow just in front of your car, or like a fucking bird in front of your house, like for fucking 3 days and shit. Because they're R&Ming that shit to fucking spy on you.
Oh shit. Yeah, I've seen
They'll-
mechanical
they'll-
hawks at the airport.
I'm not even talking about mechanical. I'm talking about like biological, real ones. They'll even use insects to do it. Because it's the same setup. It's the same setup. They just have a fucking minuscule fucking brain, you know, if anything. But all they're doing is just tapping into their fucking eyes and shit.
Yeah, right.
That's why a lot of us
Yeah.
see fruit flies sometimes, or gnats and shit like that.
Well, why do you think they're fucking spraying everything? Whatever we eat, the roaches eat. Whatever they spray, it's getting everywhere, bro. This shit's blanketing the earth.
Yeah. It's
So they could
they're
tune
probably
into any
lizards,
fucking
bro.
thing.
Fucking lizards like heat and radiation. So they're heating up the fucking earth. They're burning it on purpose and they're radiating it. And plus, they already have a way out. They have all these fucking planets and celestial bodies where, like, they're already planning on fucking leaving and shit.
Yeah, if they had to. Not
Yeah, if
only
they
that,
had-
but they have underground fucking cities and shit
exactly.
that
Yeah.
certain people in
They're all
this fucking
luxurious and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere they can hide from the Most High, so they could build all the shit that they want. They're not gonna get away from judgment. Because it's happened before. I mean, if you look at all the ancient civilizations, every time they reach their peak, some shit pops off. And who knows the reason why, but there's obviously bigger things that we don't understand that are freaking happening. There's a universal law at place that they cannot break. That's why I think they don't kill us, because they can't. We have to do it ourselves.
Imagine
Or
having
make a
all the
mistake, you know?
capabilities, even capable of getting away with it in so many ways. Like they can just, you guys remember that one thing, like it's like a little dust. It's so fine that if you breathe it, you'll inhale it. Like if it's in the air, you will inhale it and you will die. And it was going on for like a couple of years ago. They were doing it to like political figures and shit like that. I forgot what it's called, but it's a
What?
it's a huh?
Smart dust?
No, it wasn't smart dust. It's like a it's like
Is
this
it is
dust
it
that kills you.
is it called Morgellons?
No,
Yo. What? Shit. It's not letting me invite you. Something with your settings or some shit. You have to allow a speaker and camera or some shit. I don't know what the fuck.